The big popular word out there, grit. I see all these TED Talks and people discussing grit. It's the ability to do something that is uncomfortable or distressing, but you do it anyway, and that is grit. But don't you want to know how to increase your own grit? Well, we already know that our behaviors are associated with our thoughts and beliefs. The way we think about things will affect how we act, basically. And so, if you want to increase your grit, which is your ability to do something, even though you're uncomfortable, you've got to change your thoughts and beliefs about discomfort in general. So, these are the 3 secret beliefs that doctors don't want you to know. Actually, we do want you to know. But if you agree with these and you believe them, and when you're trying to do something and stick with it, even though you're uncomfortable, and you repeat these ideas in your mind, you will in fact be able to stick with that thing and then get all the rewards of having done the task that you wanted to do. The first one, distress or discomfort has a peak. So think about that. Anxiety, upset, embarrassment. Your brain can only produce a certain amount of the chemical to create a certain level of anxiety. And after that, you're at the peak. It can get pretty high, but there is an end to it. Remind yourself that. Also, I can tolerate it temporarily, even at its peak. So even when anxiety or distress or embarrassment is at its height, if you look back at your own life, you could probably recall times where you had to endure something and you got through it. If you haven't, you need to test this a little bit to prove that one to yourself. But the false belief is, I can't tolerate it. I'm more sensitive than other people. I'm weaker. Other people are tougher than me. They are able to tolerate it, and you're also able to tolerate it, especially when you remember number 3. These all work in conjunction with each other. Distress, discomfort is temporary. There are some people with chronic pain. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about emotions, anxiety, distress. Nobody has ever had the emotion of distress, and years later, they're still in that same exact distress. It comes, it goes, it comes again, and it goes. If you are reminding yourself, I'm tolerating it, I can hang in there, it's temporary, it's going to improve usually within minutes to hours is the longest people have to engage in some task that's distressing. And you remind yourself of these 3 things, you will see at the end of the task you actually stuck to it. And the more you do things that require grit, the more your grit ability expands and you get better and better at it. So take that with you. Good luck. Let me know in the comments what you think. And psychology works. Don't forget.